Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. Today I'll be testing a new fragrance, and I actually have several I'm going to be testing the next couple of months or so, but this evening we're going to be testing Apple Bourbon from Brambleberry. And it does smell nice. Brambleberry says it accelerates just a little bit. Some of the reviews said it gave some minor acceleration, some said it gave none. So to test that and see how I can do, I'll be using the tall skinny mold. I'm going to do a base layer of black, which is activated charcoal from Nurture Soap. I am going to stick blend that because I'm going to want it to set up quickly. That will let me know when it's stick blended how quickly it sets up. Then I'm going to swirl in white and brown. Brown will be mocha brown from Nurture Soap, and then titanium dioxide white. It comes from Crafter's Choice. The white will be unscented because this discolors to kind of a medium brown or a medium tan. And then on the frosting, I'm going to use Brambleberry's Chrome Oxide. And I'm probably going to go ahead and fragrance it, hoping that this is dark enough that the tan or light brown will not come through, but we'll know tomorrow. So anyway, usually when a fragrance darkens, that's my colors. I use white, black, and brown. And if it's not a really dark brown, I'll put some of the green chrome on top. So that's what I have for now. So give me a minute to get set up and we'll get started. Okay, we're ready, so let's get started. So the bottom layer is going to be our black, and I decided I am also going to do a textured surface and put some shimmer gold mica line on it, because I think a gold mica line against black soap looks so good. So let's get our activated charcoal stirred in for our black. And this batter has not been stick blended, it has only been hand stirred. So I'm going to give it a stick blend to bring it to emulsion. And then add our fragrance and get it in the mold quickly to see how it does and how long it takes to set up. Okay, that looks good. So let's put a quarter of our fragrance in. I can use this entire bottle safely. Alright, now that was a pretty good stick blending for a fragrance that allegedly accelerates, even if it is mild. So although look how fluid it is. Look how fluid that still is. But let's not take a chance. Let's get into the mold quickly. But I have a feeling I'm going to be waiting a while. It's starting to thicken now. That did the trick. But it's still too thin to do what I want, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so that did set up pretty quickly with the heavy stick blending fragrance. So I will see on our next two layers how well it behaves just by hand stirring it. And then that will determine whether or not I put it in the frosting, whether I risk putting in the frosting or have unscented frosting. But the white is going to be unscented anyway, so I really hope I can get it in the frosting. let's work on our next two colors, the white and the brown. And once again, this batter has not been stick blended at all, only hand stirred, so I'm comfortable just stick blending the white in, plus it's not going to have fragrance. And let's get our brown. Looking good, like I knew it would. So let's get these batters stick blended and get the brown fragranced. Save that for the frosting if I use it. Okay, now that is behaving really well, just hand stirring. Actually, I wish I would have done the brown first so I had the brown against that gold, but too late now. I'm glad I just hand stirred that because it's sitting up, even just hand stirring. So it definitely accelerates. Okay, so that's got to sit up for a while. I do feel comfortable fragrancing the frosting because, you know, it's setting up, but it's going to take a while and I frost pretty quickly. So I'm going to let that set up, clean up off camera, and I will be back when I'm ready for the frosting. All right, we're back and it's time to cut our soap. And the pour went really well. I have some pitting on the sides. I don't know if you can see it or not. That sometimes happens in a silicone mold when your soap gets hot, and I did oven process this, and I just know that sometimes that can happen, sometimes it does happen. It's just not a big deal to me. The black set up quickly when I stick blended it heavily, and that was good so I could texture it. The brown, just hand stirred it in, and it did set up some, but it was very usable. I gave the frosting a little bit of a stick blend, and it took a while to set up even with that, so the acceleration is pretty workable. It smells good right now. I don't see any darkening in the green so far. Now it may show up later, but so far there's no darkening in the green, so it is dark enough to conceal it, I believe. Smells good. The main thing is, will it hold its scent? And only 4 weeks cure time will tell. But right now it smells really nice. So let's take a peek at the inside. That's just exactly what I expected, what I was hoping for. Even on the end piece, looks good.
So this pour went exactly as I expected. The design did exactly as I expected. The colors, I'm really happy with it. Now, I'll keep an eye on that green and see if it darkens any, but so far there's no darkening at all. It's dark enough to conceal it. And as far as performance, it did as I was expected. I would be inclined to buy this again if it holds its scent. So that's what I have, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and be blessed. Bye, everybody.